Football fans, more especially Chelsea fans, this is beyond the match. I want to show you how Simmons can fit into Chelsea starting 11 and how Chelsea can be able to use Simmons. First of all, I want to start by talking about the comparison between Simmons and Nkunku. When Chelsea or when the news broke out that Chelsea are interested in signing Simmons, a lot of Chelsea fans have started reacting. I don't want to have anything to do with Leipzig again because of the experience of Timo Werner, because of the experience of Nkunku. Nkunku did more than this. Nkunku is a better player than Simon. What is different between Nkunku? Nkunku was banging goals at Leipzig before joining Chelsea. Why Simmons? I don't want them. I am taking cue from the words of Mikel Arteta. He said when they want to buy a player, what matters is the quality of the player, what the player does, and how the player can improve their team. Not necessarily where the player plays. This is as a result. He made this statement as a result of people questioning why is it that Arsenal are buying players from Chelsea. Now, Chelsea fans are trying to put all players in the same basket. This is fallacy of generalization. You must know there are exceptions. You must understand different players with their skills and with their strengths and weaknesses. Nkunku and Xavi Simmons are different players. I am telling you. My job here is to think deeply and to bring you, angles that people or other creators or other football analysts don't think about. First of all, Xavi Simmons was trained at Barcelona Football Club. He attended La Masia. So just know that his upbringing in football and Nkunku, not the same. And at the time, as a young kid, this guy was hailed as one of the brightest spots or one of the future superstar of football. Xavi Simmons is just still 22 years. You can't compare him to Nkunku that is going to 27. Xavi Simmons have not even hit his prime. And a lot of clubs are interested in buying him. A lot of clubs want to buy him because of what he brings to the team. Xavi Simmons is a young player that also aligns with what Enzo Maresca is doing. Enzo Maresca wants younger players that can play multiple positions. Let's go to the comparison. One of the problems of Nkunku is not skill set. It's having the strength, the mental toughness to be able to pull through. Pull through, especially against defensive teams. Like I told you in my former video, one of the problems Chelsea faced last season are defensive teams. Defensive teams. In the first 15 games of the season, Chelsea were banging goals, week in, week out, scoring 3, 4, 5 against teams. Until teams begin to respect Chelsea, they decided to start playing, defensive game to hit Chelsea on counter. And that is why Chelsea struggled all through January. That Enzo Maresca was saying that they are not ready to win the league. The team is not ready. There is a reason, because he knew that the weapons to destroy defensive team are not yet there. Nkunku is a taller player than Xavi Simmons. Xavi Simmons have low center gravity. He is very close to the, you don't understand, very low. And his ball control is massive. Nkunku is a player that come into this area, score goals, come into here, score goals, do things. But Xavi Simmons is a player that run with the ball on his leg. Nkunku is not that player. And he has the strength. Nkunku is a player that when Chelsea are facing defensive teams, like, teams that have decided, let me do this. Nkunku is a player that when Chelsea face teams that are like this, set up in a back five, you pass. Enzo Maresca have tried to find solution for Nkunku, play him on the wing. He's good, but he doesn't have that strength, that mental strength to take up these players, even when they are doubling up, to find a solution. What Nkunku does is always turn back, pass the ball back, or just even he's played as number 10. What Nkunku does is that move around with the ball, pass the ball, try to, come here to receive the ball, pass the ball. He doesn't have that strength to, look towards the post of Chelsea, receive this ball, be able to turn, start running with this ball on his feet. He doesn't have that capability. And that is why Nkunku looks as if he failed at Chelsea. When Nkunku balls is when he sees teams that are going to attack Chelsea, their space is all over the place. And then Nkunku will start flying forward. He can be able to make exploits, come into space. But when he sees this defensive team, he's not going to do much. But Xavi Simmons is a player that likes to receive this ball. Go and watch his highlights. Receive this ball here. Turn. Not just turn to pass, start running, maneuvering all the players around this place, manipulating the ball, running with the ball, coming into here, maybe combining here, coming here, and able to stand here to shoot. He has a very good shooting, accuracy, and he knows when to arrive the 18-yard box around these areas to be able to shoot to score. So he's a very good player. And you know that what Enzo Maresca is buying now is that players that can be able to help when Chelsea are facing low block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me not tell you how Xavi Simons. I think I've done justice to tell you the difference in both players. Their upbringing is different when it comes to football. Their age is different. What they bring to the team is different. Their mentality is also different. Then Timo Werner is also another player. You know that he doesn't hold the ball on his feet. Enzo Maresca in this transfer window is looking for players that hold the ball. Very, very good players that can operate in tight angles. You don't need the tight angles. You don't need the whole space that can operate everywhere. João Pedro is one. Gittins. Then now, Xavi Simons potentially. Let's talk about how Xavi Simons can fit into Chelsea lineup. So Chelsea normally face teams that play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now here will be Cucurella. Here will be Cowell and probably Chalobah or Tosin. Probably here is Malo Gusto. And then in the middle will be Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Xavi Simons in front. Then Cole Palmer. Then here will be Gittins or Pedro Neto. And here will be João Pedro. How will Chelsea attack? Because Chelsea are facing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enzo Maresca would like to overload them. When Chelsea are going on attack, João Pedro will be here. Cole Palmer will come into this pocket of space. And then Chelsea will have opportunity to use these guys to stretch. Then Xavi Simons comes here. Enzo Fernandez can also come here. And then Chelsea will send this guy. Remember how Malo Gusto played in the Club World Cup final as an auxiliary winger. Coming here, Chelsea will play a system of 3-1-6. Caicedo in the middle. Chelsea will be able to suffocate the opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against their 5. You see it? Maresca carry me go, carry me go. Maresca carry me go, carry me go. Maresca carry me go. We will learn this ball, and this is the aspect of the football that sweetens my soul. The tactical aspect. Then you will have Cole Palmer coming into this pocket of space. Xavi Simons standing here. Enzo Fernandez here. Gittins dragging this guy to the byline. This guy dragging this guy to the byline. And there is one player, João Pedro, in the middle. These 3 demons occupying the difficult places to be able to unleash. Can shoot from here. Cole Palmer can be able to shoot or pass or... this is going to be outrageous. I'm looking forward. So when I see Chelsea fans, how will Xavi Simons work at Chelsea? Relax. The architect is Enzo Maresca, and of course, Enzo Maresca can also decide in some games to keep Xavi Simons on the bench, play his normal team, like Xavi Simons on the bench, and then play, Pedro Neto here, and Gittins here, and then Cole Palmer in the center, can interchange them, can use Xavi Simons to also, rest, Cole Palmer, not to overuse him, because you can't keep using him. Sometimes he needs rest. Sometimes you can also play them together. But the target is that those defensive teams that made Enzo Maresca wanted to cry last season, the target is to deal with them. That's why if you see my post on Facebook, I say good luck to anybody playing defensive game against Chelsea next season, because very good on the ball, very, very good on the ball, can shoot, very, very good on the ball, can shoot, very, very good in tight spaces, good in tight space. This one taking you to the byline, Malo Gusto. Chelsea Football Club, football. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember, I remain your humble guy beyond the match. I see everything that others don't see. Let's go.